Sun, sea, hospitality. Culture. Unique flavors and aromas. These are the characteristics that define modern-day Greece and serve as a pole of attraction for millions of visitors to its cosmopolitan islands, beautiful beaches along the mainland, and winter resorts. The development of the country's tourism infrastructure, its natural beauty and high standard of gastronomy are seen as the ace up its sleeve, making it a top destination for those wishing to discover the secrets of the Mediterranean diet. The strongest arrow in the quiver of Greek gastronomy is the status of Protected Designation of Origin, PDO, and Protected Geographical Indication, PGI, afforded to the country's top agricultural products. The PDO label was established by the European Union in 1992 and is the mark that certifies, in the most official way possible, the authenticity, quality, and characteristics of the products produced in a specific geographical environment. One such PDO product is feta cheese, which shares an unbreakable bond with Greek tradition and healthy eating. PDO feta is Greek white cheese in brine, which is traditionally produced in a specific way, solely and exclusively in Greece. Its unique characteristics have remained unchanged over time and have been passed on from generation to generation. Very few foods today can boast a history going back more than 2,000 years. Every time you buy feta cheese, remember that the taste of the cheese you're eating is just as familiar to Homer and Alexander the Great as it is to you in your own home in a modern-day salad. Although its name dates back to the 17th century and signifies the cutting of the cheese, it also appears in far more ancient literature. A primitive form of feta cheese is even mentioned in the Odyssey, where Odysseus snatches the cheese made by the Cyclops Polyphemus while escaping from his cave. Today, feta cheese has become a symbolic national product of Greece and is gaining millions of consumers from around the globe day by day. Over time, Greek feta cheese has not only managed to maintain the traditional elements that define it, but it has also managed to enhance these elements and protect them through the European Union's Certificate of Protected Designation of Origin, which serves as its passport to the big and demanding international markets such as those of Germany, the United Kingdom, Italy, the USA, Australia, France, and Canada. Millions of consumers have put their trust in these quality certificates, including NBA star Giannis Antetokounmpo from Greece, who is the most famous ambassador for Greek feta cheese in the world. What exactly is feta cheese, and which properties define it and render it a genuine Greek product of high nutritional value and superior quality? Based on EU legislation governing products of Protected Designation of Origin, feta is a traditional cheese which is soaked in brine and is produced with the use of specific technology in mainland Greece, as well as on the islands of Lesbos, Lemnos, and Agios Efstratios. Specific percentages of sheep's and goat's milk are used to produce feta cheese, with sheep's milk prevailing and goat's milk being used in smaller quantities of no more than 30%. The milk derives from sheep species whose nutrition is based on Greece's rich flora. These species are adapted to the region where the feta cheese is produced. This is the only way in which a cheese can acquire the original organoleptic characteristics that render it a feta cheese. While it is prohibited to use preservatives and antibiotics both in the cheese and in the brine in which the feta cheese is soaked. Also, while producing feta cheese, the milk must be coagulated within 48 hours at the latest from milking, while it is expressly prohibited to condense the milk and to add powdered or condensed milk or milk protein. The production of feta cheese can be described as a ritual, which guarantees the product's authenticity and quality. Sheep's and goat's milk is collected on a daily basis in large tanks where it is cooled and kept until collected by the cheese dairies. The milk is transported in stainless steel cooling tanks and undergoes strict controls both before its receipt at the farm and before delivery to the cheese dairies. There, the milk can be pasteurized. Otherwise, rennet or other enzymes contributing to its coagulation can be added immediately. Once the milk has coagulated, the curd is placed in molds for the purpose of natural drainage without pressure. Once the curd is stabilized, its surface is dry salted. The curd is then placed in wooden or metal containers to which brine is added. The ripening of the cheese takes place in facilities located within the defined geographical zone in 2 stages and lasts at least 2 months. It is during the ripening stage that Feta cheese acquires its unique aromas and different taste characteristics, hard or soft, at times salty, peppery, or piquant. Feta cheese can be barrel-aged or organic and can have less salt or no salt at all. It is distributed in metal, plastic, or less commonly wooden containers and is sold in large pieces, slices, cubes, crumbled, and even marinated in olive oil, so as to meet the special demands of every consumer. The Hellenic Agricultural Organization, Elgo Demeter, is the competent national authority for the control and certification of authentic PDO Feta cheese. Product certification ensures that the specifications are adhered to throughout the production process and guarantees that the Feta cheese is an entirely safe product of high quality. In this way, consumers can be certain that what they have on their plates is Greek Feta cheese with all its flavor and nutritional benefits. Feta cheese production covers over 50% of Greek cheesemaking. Throughout Greece, there are more than 250 cheese dairies producing PDO Feta cheese, which have been certified by the Hellenic Agricultural Organization. Domestic sheep's and goat's milk is used as raw material, with its overall production amounting to 1,100,000 tons annually. In fact, sheep's and goat's milk represents approximately 60% of Greece's overall milk production, with a percentage of at least 85% thereof going to the production of cheese. As for the recipe, the basic rule is that 1 kilogram of Feta cheese is produced with 4 liters of sheep's and goat's milk, while the nutritional benefits from the consumption of this particular type of cheese are high. It is lower in fat than other aged cheeses and is the ideal solution for those wishing to include the benefits of dairy products into their daily lives as part of a balanced diet. The authenticity and uniqueness of Greek Feta cheese were first protected when it was given the status of a Greek PDO product, a product with protected designation of origin. The date of 31st October 2007 formally marked the end of the transitional period for European countries which, up until that time, named their white cheeses Feta. PDO Feta cheese has since been marketed exclusively as a Greek product with the top quality characteristics and authenticity that set it apart from other Feta-style products produced in other countries. The characteristics of Greek PDO Feta cheese serve as its strongest tools in its quest to gain an ever-increasing market share across the globe, at a time when demanding consumers all over the world are in search of authentic local products, which, in addition to their characteristics, inspire trust due to the manner in which they are produced. Feta is now recognized by food experts, nutritionists, and chefs as a product of high nutritional value, which can in fact be used as an ingredient in many recipes and in all cuisines. The generous portion of Feta cheese featuring in the famous traditional Greek salad is a trademark of Greek cuisine that has managed to spread across the globe through the photographs shared by those choosing to visit beautiful places in all corners of Greece during their holidays.
Καλή όρεξη.
Feta cheese is an ideal combination of tradition and quality. It is the primary ingredient of unique culinary creations, featuring both in simple everyday dishes and in haute cuisine dishes. Its white color, slightly acidic flavor, rich aroma, and cohesive yet wonderfully soft structure are the characteristics that make PDO Feta cheese so unique. It is an authentic, traditional product that definitely deserves to be part of your everyday diet.